Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and today I am playing along with Follow a Sketch February. This is the series that Sandy, State Goddess on YouTube, has created, and so I'm playing along with the sketches that she pulled out for February. So I will have in the description box the playlist for everyone who's playing along with this, as well as in the corner in just a minute the layout that I am using, or the sketch that I'm using, should show up in the corner. And it says sketch number 6 from ST Challenge something. So I know that if you are a part of the Facebook group, all of the photos or all the sketches are listed there. So maybe once you look at it on the website, you can see a little clearer who the sketch is by. But nonetheless, that is the sketch that I'm going with. Excuse me. I have some pattern papers here and my photo. So I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to map my photo 3 times with each of these pattern papers. And then I have my background paper, which is a piece of blue cardstock. And then I had this background that I had created when I was playing with some ink a while back, and I hadn't used the background, and so I decided to pull it out and use it for this because it had that sort of streaky painted line that the sketch has. Now mine is bigger, but that's okay. I'm going to use it in place of this, or as my background for this layout. And then I did decide that I'm going to do just a little bit of stamping with this stamp from My Favorite Things. It's just a painted stripe faux mixed media kind of stamp. And I have some Tumble Glass Distress Oxide ink. And I think what I'm going to do is, again, just to mirror what's happening in that sketch with those painted lines, I am just going to do some stamping with this sort of along where my photo is going to go. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. I'm just wanting to kind of play up that background, and a lot of this will get covered up, so I'm not too concerned. Thought I would just come in with a couple of stamps and just this one color of Distress Oxide ink. I don't even need it to be perfect. And just bring it across my layout. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this, and then off camera, like I said, I am going to go ahead and mat my photo, get that all completed, and we will put this layout together. So I know my photo is going to go right about here, so I'm not doing a ton of stamping there, and not even really trying to make this be perfect. I don't even know. It's okay. I wanted to try it, see what it looked like. I'm not sure I love it, but again, once I put everything else down on the page, I think it will ultimately be fine. So I'm going to grab just a couple more of these, do the rest of this background, get these kind of stamped in here. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, I will have that in the description box below as well, because if you want to see all of the sketches that are being used this month, that's where they are. And so be sure to check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my background put together and, like I said, map my photo and get it placed on the page so that we just have to come in with the embellishing for this layout. Okay, I have my background down. I did come in with a little bit of Faded Jean Distress Oxide and did a few splatters, again, just to mirror sort of in the sketch where there was some splatters on the page. So my title is down. I'm going to work on my clusters, and I'm not really looking at the sketch at this point. I know that there's little clusters, I think, or representation of where you could put clusters. I'm kind of just going with my own thing at this point, kind of just laying down. I pulled a whole bunch of different bits and pieces from my stash. I actually created a couple of page kits to use for some of the sketches that I picked. I'm not playing all month. As you can tell, this is day 9. And I didn't play for the first couple of days, but most of my layouts will be using one of the sketches this month, so you can be on the lookout for more videos using the sketches. But yeah, I am not playing all month, but I am playing here and there, and so I did put page kits together, and so those are what I'm going to try to use. And so I'm just pulling from my stash for all of the page kits and just playing with all of my bits and pieces and creating some fun pages. And so definitely liked this house. I thought that was kind of cute to put up there. And I do know I'm going to use one of these titles. I've been trying to use these stickers up, so I'm going to use Fantastic. Not super original title, but it works. Coffee and donuts, can't go wrong. It is fantastic. I rarely have that combination. I definitely drink lots of coffee, but rarely do I have a donut. Sometimes that's what my son wants for his birthday. Instead of a cake, he wants donuts. So this might have been the last time, this might have been at his birthday, the last time that we had bought donuts from our favorite donut place. And that might have been the last time that I actually had a donut in the morning with my coffee. Because yeah, definitely not something that I do. But like I said, I wanted to use that as my title. And then I have some other word phrases here. Now I'm thinking I want to move that title over. I know in the layout, I think it is kind of moved over this way. And maybe I could add something like that. I'm not sure. This might get moved ever so slightly. But as long as I leave some open space, I just don't want there to feel like there's trapped white space. I haven't glued this down yet, so this will move just ever so slightly. So we'll go with that for now, and then I think I'm going to have another cluster up here. A little label, and then more caffeine. And then I have this really old, I took off the foam that was on the back, but this is like a super old Dear Lizzie little piece that I thought was kind of fun. The I'll be yours and you'll be mine, because, you know, I love my coffee. Definitely love my coffee. And I can't do a layout with some florals, especially if it's about something about me. So definitely wanted to include that. And I have a couple of wood veneer. Now I have these super cute little coffee mugs. Maybe I can move that over and put one right there. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like it. Let's see. Blue, maybe? Put them on wax paper, but they are not wanting to They do not want to, or they want to stick to the wax paper, I should say, not anything else, of course. Could maybe put one down here. So at this point, I'm just playing with where I want to place things. No real rhyme or reason. Maybe I'll have a third one up here. We'll see. I might play with that off camera. I also had a little tiny donut and coffee. I'm tempted to put this on this page just because it's a donut. And, you know, how can you not when I have a donut on my layout already? It's kind of like screams for it. So maybe that can go there. Tuck those in. I'll probably change that around just ever so slightly. And then I think what I'm going to do, I do have like 3 little hearts here that are hanging out on my desk. So I could maybe stick these, maybe something like that. All right, so I think what I want to do is get this glued down. You'll see things move just ever so slightly, and then I'm going to come in with just my finishing touches, which I think is just going to be some enamel dots. All right, I have everything glued down. Pretty much everything stayed in the spots that you saw me put it down originally. I did come in with a puffy sticker and added just a little bit more around here because I felt like just the coffee cup alone wasn't quite enough. So once I have that done, I'm going to just take some of these enamel dots and we are just going to dot them around. As soon as I figure out where to put these are big enamel dots. I don't usually use the big ones. So get a couple of these guys on. And I'm just going to dot a few of these around just to finish off this page. And once I have that done, I will be calling this one good. Still photos will be coming up right after this video. And like I said, I'll have in the description box below a link to the playlist for Follow a Sketch February. And that is going to do it for this page. So be sure to check that description box below, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.